welcome in here to the beautiful Lakeland, Florida for the USA International Speedway for the Wright Choice Plumbing 75. I am your host, Rooster. I got a special guest up here with me. Somebody y'all may know very well, Mr. Cody Griffin. How you doing today, Cody?
I'm doing well. Hope everybody in the fan section that are joining us live here having a good evening. We're going to go late model stock racing from Lakeland, Florida at the USA Speedway, and got quite a good amount of cars here. Should be a pretty good show. I'm really looking forward to it here.
Oh yeah, definitely good showing of cars. Looks like about 28 cars have took time so far. And I believe we talked to Race Control, and we're taking 20 cars, is what I've heard. So still going to be a really good field of cars. Single car qualifying, 2 or 3 laps for qualifying. 75 laps is the distance. Do we have any money up for these guys there, Cody?
No, not tonight. No money. Just a kind of for fun race. You know, there was a few guys in our team Discord that were wanting to get together and run some races tonight, and I said, yeah, sure, we'll do something. And then I got to thinking, I was like, you know, I haven't been in the broadcast booth in a good 2 or 3 years. I'm gonna give it a whirl. And Tommy Lee, that is normally our in-race admin, our David Hoots, as you could call it, for NASCAR. He said, man, I'd like to race tonight. And I said, you know what, Tommy, you work your tail off in the league for us to have a good series. I said, you go out there and have some fun, and I'll handle race control tonight and also try to give Rooster a hand in the booth. So that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yes. We see Tommy wreck hard there down the backstretch and his Rowdy Energy number 51. You know, it's looking to be a good turnout of cars, believe it or not. 28 cars have took time, 30 now, and there's still more to come. You know, you go to USA, you always think, you know, very, very, very interesting racing. You know, you never know what you're going to get when you come to USA. You know, you could get a show, you could get a race. You know, heck, you never know. We might see a fight break out. You know, who knows? USA, to me, always produces really, really good racing. We see in the Southeast Late Model Racing Series League race here. Couple cautions, but really, really hard, close neck, bottleneck racing. Wouldn't you say, Cody?
Yeah, this track's a really fun track as a driver. It's I think this track is definitely a driver's track, and the reason I say that is the corners here, turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, if you pay attention, they actually sit down in a lull. So what happens is you go off into the corner and the car, it drops down into a lull and the suspension loads up. And there's actually a pretty big, well, I wouldn't say a big bump, but there is a bump going off into turn 1. And you'll actually see the cross members of these cars bottom out there and see them shoot up the hill. And then when you come out of 2 and come out of 4, you come out of that lull, and the suspension unloads and gets real light, and sway bar and everything unloads, and it can cause them to snap loose. So you really got to be on your toes here. And it's 80 degree ambient temps, 80 degrees right now in practice. Track temps 89, so it's a little greasy out there. These guys are having to work for it a little bit. Yeah, let me get it pulled up right here, and I'll be happy to.
As we see Tommy get loose there. So far, so good, as he's getting really, really loose up off the corner. Here, we'll go on board with Ross Dalton. I'll let Cody walk you around with Ross Dalton.
Yep. So he's going to take the start-finish line right here, dive down into turn 1. You flick the car off pretty hard. You want to get back into the throttle pretty early like he did right there. Come out of turn 2. You want to try to keep as straight of an exit as you can. Your braking points here are normally the caution lights going off into 1 and going off into 3 up on the wall. You'll notice the caution lights. And track looks pretty greasy for sure, and that lap right there is going to conclude everybody's practice, and they're going to roll into qualifying here, Rooster.
Oh yeah, definitely good field of cars. Looks like about 38 or 39 cars are going to go for qualifying. We are doing single car qualifying, I believe. Or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, single car qualifying, top 20 advance. If we have a league member that does not make it into the top 20, we are going to take them. Say, for instance, Ross gets 2 bad qualifying laps and scuffs the wall, and it doesn't count.
10-4. As we got some cars, looks like some cars are coming out on the racetrack here. Looks like Thomas Lee's out on the racetrack. Get his qualifying lap going underway here. There we go. Let's see if we can't go on board here with Thomas Lee. Where's he at? Right there. Thomas Lee, is it Catawba, North Carolina there, Cody?
Catawba. It's Catawba, and it's close to Hickory. I've actually been up there. A little background on Thomas Lee. I met Thomas Lee on here back in, probably 2013. I was a rookie, to say the least. I was young. I think I was probably 14 or 15, just starting out in virtual racing. I hadn't even drove a real car in real life yet, as far as on the road or around a racetrack. And Thomas took a chance on me, seen I had some talent, and I was kind of wild back in the day on here. And Thomas knew that if he could take me and harness me and get me to calm down a little bit, that we could really have something. And we did. Thomas actually crew chiefed me in the NASCAR iRacing series on here, which is the Cup cars, in 2015 and 2016. And we won a lot of races, ran top split, had a lot of fun, and made some good memories.
Oh yeah. Thomas, the short time I've known him, really, really good dude. As we see Blake Thronberg in the 22 Zeems setup shop goes to the top of the board here with a 21:32. Looks like it's going to be a 21:32.6 for Blake Thornburg there. Cody, what would you say would be a real fast lap here? Would you say that 21:3.26 is going to be hard to beat?
Yeah, it's definitely a pretty tough lap there. If all these guys that are in the threes, they're getting around here pretty good. A 4:16 isn't a bad lap either. This track produces really good racing. You can run the top or the bottom here. Obviously, you're going to run the bottom when you don't have any cars around you. But if you get somebody underneath you, you can make the top side work here, kind of like at South Boston. It's one of my favorite tracks on the service.
Oh yeah, no, I would definitely say USA would probably be one of my top 10 tracks. Not only that it's a fun track to drive, but it puts on a really good racing. It's probably it's a starter track, to say the least. I've driven legend cars. I've raced a lot of legend races here, and say the least, legend cars are not fun here. I will have to say they are not fun here. But late models are definitely fun. Dive off in the corner, like you mentioned earlier, getting loose up off the corner, kind of driving it, having to put a little bit of wheel into it. Long back straightaway and front straightaway off into the corner. You'll see a lot of these guys, if you look down the turn two, the back stretch, you'll see a gate. You'll see a lot of them guys almost in the hole of the gate going off into turn 3. So very, very, very interesting racetrack. Now I believe it's a shopping mall center, if I'm not mistaken. So, but Hooters Pro Cup Series ran here a long time ago, put on some really good races. Some people really wish, Cody, that this track was still here to this day.
Yeah, definitely a good track. You will see a lot of the guys, including myself, when we race here. That backstretch gate opening, it allows for a little bit more room to get a wider arc going off into 3 and carry a little bit more speed through 3 and 4, which if you can get it, you're always going to take it. So you'll see a lot of them guys jet out there and try to get every inch of the racetrack they can.
Oh yeah, definitely. That is, and if you look off to your right there, you'll see it. as we watch Aaron Stoltz come out for his qualifying lap here. Remember, the top 20 make the race here. So what you see on the leaderboard is your top 20. Other than, I believe we have been told that any league member is automatically locked into the race. So any league member gets to, kind of bump, somebody out, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks like that's going to do it for the top 20. We'll get you your qualifying results up here. Looks like Blake Thronberg with a 21.325 is going to be your top fast qualifier. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name in second place. Third place is Ross Dalton, Jordan Blair fourth. Alex Andrew Lacasse is fifth. Terry Brooks Jr. sixth. Adam Baker seventh. Mason Cassidy eighth. Riley Neal ninth. And Emmanuel Forget rounds out your top 10 there in qualifying. We're going to get you your starting lineup here. Row number 1 is going to be Blake Thronberg and Michael Jingrasa. I'm going to say that for row number 1. Row 2 is going to be Ross Dalton, Jordan Blair. Row 3 is going to be Alexander Lacasse and Terry Brooks Jr. Row number 4 is going to be Adam Baker and Mason Cassidy. Row number 5 is going to be Riley Neal and Emmanuel Forget. Row number 6 is going to be Thomas Lee and Carson Sherman. I'll let Cody take you on from row 7 on back. You're going to start at Billy Cassie.
Sorry, I'm doing race control, if you don't mind taking care of that right now.
You're good. Row 7 is Billy Cassidy and Joshua Colbert. Row number 8 is Ethan Stoltz and Jesse Sludge. Row number 9 is Ed Gubick and Wayne Anderson. And rounding out the field is Brandon Kiger and Levi Knipe, something like that. And it looks like Ethan Johnson, Austin Bird, Jenny Sykes, Kyler Kepley, Aaron Stoltz, all will still make the race for being part of the league. So that'll be your starting lineup here as we get the time and scoring back up. A little bit about the racetrack. 79 degrees Fahrenheit in the weather, 35% precipitation, partly cloudy with 4 mile-an-hour wind. Track temps about 84 degrees here in the Lakeland, Florida. 75 laps is the distance. Me and Cody's going to do the best we can. Cody's also working a race control, so bear with him as well, as he's trying to keep these guys straight. What are you thinking, Cody? We're going to have a lot of cautions, or you think it's going to go green flag to checker flag?
I definitely think you'll see some of these guys get a little bit antsy at the start, and also probably get pretty interesting toward the end. I think they'll calm down pretty good there as we go green here, and we're actually about to go green.
Oh yeah, Blake Thronberg and Michael are going to lead them to the green. Michael with a great start. Wow, what a start by Michael, as we see Blake Thronberg and Jordan Blair, Ross Dalton battling it out for second, third, and fourth. Ross Dalton and Jordan Blair side by side down up into 3 as we come to complete lap number 1, and we've already got a caution. Looks like Brandon Kiger has crashed. Let's go back and see if we can take a look and see what happened. Looks like he's the number 85. Oh no, they were 3 wide in front of him. Oh my goodness, what a wreck. Speedy Bird involved. Brian Sykes, the 85. Let's see if we can't see who else was involved. The 85 of Brandon Kiger, Ethan Stoltz, Jenny Sykes, Austin Bird, all involved in that one. Let's go back and see if we can get a different angle on what happened here. Looks like the 7. Oh my goodness. We got to see who that was. I'm not sure who that was ahead of them.
Looks like the 68 got loose there of Jesse Sugden, and that's, I think, what caused the accordion.
Oh yeah. He looks like the 68 got loose up off the corner and got into the car to the inside, and he got into the 03, and everybody behind was just kind of along for the ride. So that's going to bring out our first caution here. 3 laps complete. Looks like Ethan Stoltz has entered the pits. Looks like we started, 25 cars there, Mr. Cody?
I'm sorry, what was that, Rooster?
Looks like we started about, 25 cars?
Yeah, somewhere now. I think it's 25, 24 cars. Yes, sir.
So far, so good. A bigger field than we even said that was going to be here. Kind of, a special kind of a deal, So a lot of league guys, if they didn't get to make it off of qualifying, they still got to make it off of the race, or off the into the race. So kind of makes it interesting. Looks like Blake Thornburg's trying to race the pace car down the front stretch into turn 1. Pulling a Kyle Busch there. Looks like Kyler Kepley's on pit road. Levi Knipes on pit road.
Yeah. Yep.
Big shout out to Cody Griffin for putting this race on tonight. He actually called me. I was actually on the way home from a softball game, and I was leaving the game, and I seen the Discord, and I seen where he called me twice on Discord, and I was looking through Discord and seeing that he wanted to put a for fun race up for these guys. I wanted to know if I wanted to broadcast it, and then I was even shocked when he said, "Hey man, I'll jump in the broadcast booth with you." So kind of a different, I'm used to doing it by myself, or I'm having Wesley, so it's different to have a driver up here. Or a league owner up here in the booth with me. And we got them doubled up. We're about to go green flag racing. Back.
Yep, Blake Thornburg going to lead them back to the restart box here, and maybe these guys will settle in and get some good laps under them here. If they get spread out, I think they'll be all right.
Oh yeah, definitely. You just got to have patience. It's kind of, like with last night's race at Nashville Fairgrounds, you got to have patience. You have no patience, it's just going to be, up and down battle. You're going to, get EOLs, go to the back, then have to fight your way back through the field. And then, as we, looks like we got Ed Gubick has brought out the next crossing. Let's go back and see what happened with him. He's the 03 machine. Looks like he just got loose up off the corner and spun it down the back stretch. And that's going to bring out your caution. Just a racing deal there, Cody, wouldn't you say? Just kind of come off of 2, overcorrected, and got a little loose, and just spun it around.
Yep. Yeah, I think he just got a little bit light there when he come out of the lull, coming out of 2, and just lost it. But it's like I told these guys on race control. They're going to have to calm down, take a breath. It's 75 laps. You can't win it on the first lap, but you can definitely lose it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can definitely lose it on the first lap for sure. And Mark Turgan, I believe is how you say your name in the chat. My overlay system is SDK. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the YouTube channel, everybody that's watching. Hopefully we can get some green flag laps in here, Cody. Kind of give these race fans their money's worth, instead of riding around under pace laps.
Yeah, for sure. We're going 1 to green right here. They're doubling up, and again, hopefully they'll settle in a rhythm here and get some laps under them.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So far, it's been all Blake Thronberg and leading the way here, and Michael got a little ahead of him there, and had to give the position back because the caution come out. So not much has changed up front. The back are kind of getting a little antsy. They got to settle down, relax, and be patient. Long race, people think, 75 laps is a real short run. But when you got a big track like this with cars like this with, not much horsepower, it can, progress to be a really, really long race.
Yeah, for sure. As we see Blake Thornburg get another good restart there, he's going to clear the guy on the top and jet up in front of him as they make their way out of turn 2 here. Good drive off by Blake. He's one that he's hard to beat. If you let him get out front and get into clean air, it's hard to catch him.
Oh yeah. As we look back here as we got another caution. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see. We're going to go back and see what happened. Looks like might have been Carson Sherman. Is who I'm seeing has brought out this caution. Let's go back and see if we can figure out what happened here. Yes, the number 9 of Carson Sherman has brought out our caution here. Let's see if we can figure out what happened. Keep your eyes on that. Oh, it looks like he got it to the side of the 24 and just couldn't hang on to it in the whole field. Good job by everybody missing him there. In the middle of the field there, Cody, and kind of just an abrupt spin. Nobody was expecting it, and good job by everybody that missed that, because that could have been a lot bigger and a lot worse than what it was.
Yeah, it looks like he just overdrove the corner there and got up into the side of the 24 and just couldn't catch it, got behind on his steering, and these cars are really hard to save once you get sideways.
Oh, yeah. These a lot of these drivers, and I'm sure Cody will tell you himself as he drives these cars on here a lot too, I've heard all it takes is a little tap to the back end just in the right spot, and that's all it takes to spin you around.
Yeah, these cars are super touchy, super touchy.
Looks like the iRacing pace lights are still on. Hopefully, like I said, we can get some laps in here. Just a lot of racing deals. Not too much anybody kind of just driving over their head. Kind of the first couple cautions have been people just kind of losing it and trying to save it and spinning out by themselves. So, like we said earlier, hopefully these guys can get settled in here and get some green flag laps in. Looks like nobody's on pit road. Looks like Aaron Stoltz is actually on pit road. I'm not sure if he's out of the race. Looks like here he comes off of pit road. That's the orange number 54 of Aaron Stoltz. Aaron Stoltz, one of the Southeast Racing Series League members. He, I believe, Cody, he's gradually new. Hasn't raced many races with the Southeast Touring Series. Kind of jumped in and run these last few races. As we see the field doubling up here down the backstretch. See if we can get a few laps in here. Blake Thronberg and Micah Gingaros. Like I said, if I say that name wrong and he is watching, bear with me. I have never seen a name like that. Your green flag is out. And we're back underway. Great start again by that number 22. But here comes the 19 of Jordan Blair. The 18 of Alexander Lacasse. Looking to the inside of the 50 of Ross Dalton. Ross Dalton in that bright number 50 as we are back under caution. Jenny Sykes. Jenny Sykes has brought out this caution. Let's go back and see if we can't figure out what happened. Looks like Jenny Sykes doing good there. Just got loose off of 2, and the 60 and the 68 had nowhere to go, and then the rest of the field just kind of wasn't involved. So that's going to bring out the next caution. So, as we see Carson Sherman, he's on coming down pit road. The number 9. We've seen him spin out earlier. Yes, he is registered as the 42, but his number on this car is number 9. We seen him go for a spin cycle earlier after making a little bit of contact with the number 24. Definitely probably coming down pit road to get some of that damage fixed. Only 4 laps complete here. Caution laps do not count. Looks like Ethan Stoltz is also on pit road. The number 60 machine. You seen he was involved in that accident right there a while ago with Jenny Sykes and Kyler Kempley and kind of the rest of the back of the field. So he's going to come down and probably get a fast repair. I'm not sure how many fast repairs they get. I believe they get 1 or 2 fast repairs, and I believe 1 set of tires.
Yep, they got 2 or 3. They got 3 fast repairs and 1 set of tires here, and we're going to get everything straightened out here, and hopefully we'll get some good racing in here shortly.
Oh yeah. Definitely going to get some good racing in here soon. Looks like the pace truck lights are still on as we're waiting on Ethan Stoltz to come off pit road.
Going to go single file restarts here according to race control. Single file restart here. Try to get these guys spaced out and hopefully get some racing under their belts.
Oh, yeah, always like the single file restarts. You see the double files and double file, some people just can't handle it. So we like to go single file. That way we can get y'all some racing and get y'all's money's worth. Here's Blake Throneberg's going to come through 3 and 4. Pace truck, that iRacing pace truck's going to duck off into turn in the pit road, and we're going to be going green flag racing here. Oh, Jordan Blair has got jacked up by the 56 or the 50 of Ross Dalton. I'm not sure what really happened there. Not sure if somebody behind Ross jacked him up as well. As a little bit back here, you got the 17 trying to get around Thomas Lee in that 51 machine. Down the back stretch they go.
Everybody getting pretty much single filed out here. Got a few in the back that are racing side by side, but given a little bit of room here, maybe we'll get straightened out.
Oh yeah, definitely good little single file runner. We actually got a lap in there on the green, Cody. Field's kind of just single file as everybody knows the tale. Some cars with more front end damage than others, but you'll have that on them big jobs there, Cody.
Every time, yep. These things are pretty durable too, I will say that. You can crinkle the nose up or the quarters on them pretty bad and still keep pretty good speed, unlike the super late model or really any of the top 3 division cars, the truck, the Xfinity, or the Cup car. You get a little bit of cosmetic damage on them and it just completely ruins your race.
Oh yeah. These cars, I mean, I would have to say watching and broadcasting a lot of races with these cars, and then broadcasting some races with the pros and the street stocks, you can beat a lot, especially a track like here, you can beat and bang a lot more with the pro late models and the street stocks than you can these cars. These cars, all you really got to do is touch them, and it'll spin you out. So as we see Adam Baker in the 22 and the 23 of Terry Brooks Jr., as Terry Brooks is going to get loose off of turn 2, that's going to open the door up for the 22 of Adam Baker off into 3, Cody.
Yeah, pretty good racing all through the field. Right now I'm watching the 24 car of Riley Neal. Riley Neal is a competitor local to my area. He runs Bowman Gray Stadium in the Sportsman division in the 07 car. He's making his way through the field, currently running 9th, and he started 9th, but he's keeping his nose clean and staying out of trouble. He'll be one to look for here toward the end of this race.
Oh, yeah. Didn't Riley Neal, didn't he win the street stock race or the sportsman race at Bowman Gray this past weekend?
I do believe so. He's one of the really good competitors up there. They're always fast every week. You definitely got to watch out for him.
Oh, yeah. As we see the 18 of Alexander Lacasse and Ross Dalton battling it out for 3rd down the front stretch off into 1. Jordan Blair right there with him, laying in wait. You got to think two Southeast competitors, the 50 and the 19. You would think they would work together as they door bang off of turn 2 down the backstretch into 3, Cody.
Yeah, they're getting really racy right here, and this is for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, I believe. And you can make headway on that top. Ross is just going to have to pinch the 19 really hard. I think he's going to think better of it. Long race here. He's going to duck in back under the 19, maybe try a crossover off too.
Oh, yeah, looking to the inside. And here comes Adam Baker as we see the 50 diving off in there to the 19. The 19's going to give him room. They're still beating and banging doors off of 4. Still early on, you got to sense the wonder, Cody, are they racing too hard or are they not? As we got a caution, Kyler Kepley is around. Let's go back here and see what happened with him. He's down the back straightaway. Through 1 at 3 and 4, and it looks like he's just going to lose it up off of turn number 2. Just going to go for a spin cycle there to bring out our yellow flag. That's going to put us under our 5th caution there. A little bit of a green flag run before we had a single car spin. Hopefully race control will have a quickie yellow here and get back going. As we see Kyler Kepley on pit road still. Blake Thronberg almost walked away with it there as we see Emmanuel Forget coming down pit road. Heavy damage on that number 61. And looks like a lot more's coming down pit road there with him as well.
Well, one thing I heard the guys talking about in the pits there before the start of the race was the fuel load in these things. They've actually got about 50 laps of fuel. So everybody's going to have to come and get more fuel to make it to the end of the race. And these cautions are definitely not helping. That's something that you can kind of play with. And, you don't have to take a whole lot of fuel, but you get cautions like this and tracks where caution laps don't count. If you don't take enough fuel, it can really put you in trouble as you'll have to pit again for more.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And you also got to think, too, if we have a long green flag run, you kind of got to strategize a little bit, too. You got to play your cards right of when you're going to pit, when you're going to, how you're going to save, because you got to realize, too, if you push your car too hard, it's, going to burn a little bit more fuel than what it would if you're just riding. So a lot of strategies that, going to come into play, too, with long green flag runs if we get that far.
Absolutely. Pretty good little run there. Hopefully they can single back out. Race control is going to keep it single file here, and maybe they can single it back out and get some good running in again. And I heard race control talking if they get another good run, they're going to go back to double file restart. So we'll see here.
Oh, yeah. But, a lot of people hate single file, but, it kind of comes, when you got, caution after caution after caution. And, they always say, Cody, cautions breed cautions, and, you don't really think that at a track like this. You got plenty of room to race side by side. You can go pure 3-4 wide on this racetrack, not that it's the best idea to do, but, this track's really racy, so you got to wonder, is it just kind of people being impatient or kind of people just, trying to get to the front as fast as possible?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think guys are pushing the envelope a little bit harder than they should. That caution there was brought out by a single car spin toward the back of the field, stuff like that. Like I said, you can't win it on the first lap. And you can't win it from 20th. You just got to be patient as they're coming to the restart box here. Blake Thronberg going to fire off with a great start.
As we see Ross Dalton almost pushing the 18 off into turn number 1 down the backstretch. He's all over the back bumper, that number 18 of Alexander Lacasse. As he looks to the inside off into 3, Cody.
Yep, they're door-to-door coming out of 4. Ross is going to give him the door a little bit coming off 4 there. They're coming side by side down into turn 1.
As we take a look back here in the back a little bit, Emmanuel Forget is the 03 of, I believe that's Ed Gubick. Almost tried to put it 3
Oh, Biggerett coming out of 2.
Oh, my goodness. What a wreck off of turn number 2. Let's go back and see what happened there. Looks like Emmanuel forgot. Looks like it was kind of ahead of him. Looks like the 17 kind of started that, and everybody kind of nowhere to go. Oh, my goodness. Thomas Lee flipping down the backstretch. Oh, my goodness. The 17 car. Let's see if we can figure out who the 17 car is. I believe that's Mason Cassidy. Let's go back on and watch how high his car comes up off the ground, as he's the one that kind of started the whole incident. Looks like the 24, Riley Neal, just gave him a little bump. He got loose, and oh my goodness, Ed Gubick, no lift necessary, just kills the 17. Wow. What a wreck there, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the 17 car and the 51 car go to the infield care center, get checked out, and hopefully everybody's all right there, Cody.
Yeah, that was a pretty nasty wreck there. It just seemed like they just accordioned, and there was nowhere to go.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Looks like the 24, Riley Neal, gave the 17 a little bump through the center of the corner. Looks like he might have just had a little bit better run off the corner than the 17 did. And kind of just give him a little bump and got him loose, and he come off a 2, and everybody was nose to tail. And, like you said, it's kind of an accordion effect. You have nowhere to go. You're so tired of racing. I mean, you can lift, but it's really not going to do no good. And then everybody behind him just kind of, the track's blocked. I mean, it almost looked like a Wake County scene there with the track blocked with with nowhere to go.
Yeah, it was definitely a pretty bad wreck. Just seems like, I think a lot of it too was guys toward the back not being patient, barreling off in there. I heard sounded like the radios lit up pretty hard there when that happened. Some calling out wrecking and others calling out why didn't they hit the brakes. So some guys in the back definitely being patient need to calm down a little bit.
Oh yeah. We were on board there with the 03 of Ed Gubick, and I just don't know if he didn't hear or if he just didn't see nothing. But coming off a 2, he hit the 17 car right in the door, picked him up off the ground, and Thomas Lee kind of just innocent bystander rolling down the backstretch about 4 or 5 times. As we're going to be under our 6th caution here with 17 laps complete of 75. Still a long race, still got a lot of laps. Probably going to have a couple more cautions, I'm sure of. Just kind of got to be more so patient, and I'm sure race control is going to go back and see that and be like, we don't know if we want to put them double file just yet. Probably keep them single file and let them have another shot at trying to get some more green flag laps in, Cody.
Yeah, kind of redemption, if you will. I think it's definitely doable. There's a lot of good, talented drivers in here, but it only takes 1 or 2 impatient drivers to ruin about 20 guys' race and field of 20 good drivers.
Oh yeah. Looks like we started with 25, and it looks like we are down to 21 cars, I believe. So field's kind of winding down. You should say. Looks like Ethan Stoltz might have been down pit road there. As we are about to go back green flag racing here. Single file restart. Blake Thronberg going to get a great start once again, as the 18 is going to push the 56 down off into turn number 1. So is the 7 of Levi. As a little bit further back, Speedy Bird is going to shove the 99 up the track. Here comes the 8. The 17 is going to get in the 8. The 99 is going to get loose up off the corner. They're going to try to go almost 3 wide down the backstretch. The 17.
Wow.
Oh my.
Bad wreck.
Oh my goodness, Ross Dalton. Yeah, not sure what happened there. Let's go back and see if we can't figure out what kind of started that all. Looks like Joshua Fireball. See what happened here. Looks like Ross went in there 3 wide, and 23 just, I guess, didn't realize he was down there, I would say. Looks like Terry Brooks just kind of didn't realize Ross was going to drive it off in there like that, and just kind of nowhere to go, wouldn't you say, Cody?
Yeah, I'd say he just wasn't paying attention to his mirrors there, or spotter didn't call it. Not really sure what happened, but he definitely come across his nose.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely a freak accident there. You know, as we see, looks like the 22 of Blake Thronberg might be pulling down the backstretch to come into the pits. I'm not sure what's going on here. If he's just let the wave around cars go to the outside. Looks like your leader, Cody's coming down pit road. You know, do you think this is too early, or do you think this is, you know, not what you want to see?
I definitely don't think it's too early. You know, it's everybody's on their own strategies, and you know, I've been on the both sides of the fence. I've been in races where I've come down super early. I've been in races where I've come down super late, and strategy can always go either way. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Definitely a strategy, you know, kind of playing out here. 17 laps complete. Blake knows there's been a lot of cautions. I'm sure he thinks or knows there's going to be a lot more cautions. But so, you know, he may be playing strategy, you know, but you also got to be aware back there in the back as well, you know, of what's going to happen. You know, you go to the back, you know, been out front clean, not have to worry about nothing. Now you're starting in the back, and got to be more aware here of what's happening around you. A lot of people, you know, like we said earlier, not really trying to be patient and trying to just go to the front. As we got a new race leader here, the 56 of Michael.
Looks like they're rolling to the green here, Rooster.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Cody, you know something that I haven't really seen is a lot of Southeast guys haven't been up front. Ethan Johnson right now sits to be the highest Southeast League member that's out in the race.
Yeah, I think a lot of them have found trouble or been at the wrong place at the wrong time, or the right time, I should say. And I definitely think you'll start seeing them make their way back to the front. Ethan Johnson in the 27 Southeast member, great run tonight.
Oh yeah. As we see Jordan Blair also coming to the inside of Jenny Sykes. I believe that's Brian Sykes Jr. as Jordan's going to try to give the 16 a shot. And now here comes the 17 of Mason Cassidy as he's going to try to look to the inside of Sykes too. Two number 17s that look just like looks like Billy Cassidy and Mason Cassidy going to the inside. And also here comes Kyler Kepley off into turn number 2, Cody.
A little bit further back in the pack, I'm riding on board with Thomas Lee, and man, I'm telling you, they are 2, 3. I've even seen 4 wide back there trying to get sorted out. Ross Dalton in the number 50 car making his way around Kyler Kepley. He's making a charge to the front.
Oh yeah. Terry Brooks Jr. We got a big one down the backstretch with the Jenny Sykes. Jenny Sykes and Terry Brooks Jr. got together there. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. Looks like Jenny Sykes went up high and hit the wall and come down and didn't realize Terry Brook was there. Let's go back and see if we can't get a better angle there. We'll go on board here with Blake Thronberg. Oh my goodness, Blake Thronberg with a big tap to the back end of the number 99. Trying to see who that is. See if we can't figure out who that is in front of the... Looks like that might be the 22 of Blake Thronberg. Let's go on board here with Blake Thronberg and watch that. Watch Blake Thronberg. Wow, what a miss there by the Blake Thronberg. Missing the number 23 machine there down the back stretch. As we see Aaron Stoltz getting his lap back. Looks like Ethan Stoltz, looks like he's coming down pit road. Jenny Sykes is on pit road. So, looks like a lot of guys. Looks like we're down to about 18 cars, Cody.
Yep, I think you're seeing a lot of the guys that aren't regular starting to fade here, whether it's for good reason or bad reason. I'm noticing Speedy Bird in the 16 machine. He's looking really well tonight with a fifth place running at the moment.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know the Southeast has got the throwback race tomorrow night at Hickory. Is this Speedy's throwback paint scheme?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, Speedy's throwback paint scheme is to Pete Stewart.
Gotcha. As it looks like we're coming back to the green flag. Field way up high there, taking the green flag with 21 laps complete. Looks like Emmanuel Forget's already diving it off in there on the pass to 22. And here comes Ross Dalton to the inside of Kyler Kepley off of 2. Down the back straightaway. They're going to hit door bang a little bit. Down the back straightaway. Still side by side in 3. Kyler Kepley's still going to be right there alongside of him down into 3 and 4. Through 4. Here comes Billy Cassidy to the inside of Austin Bird. Down the front stretch off into turn number 1, Cody. Oh, man.
Oh!
The 17 of Billy Cassidy just obliterated the number 16 of Speedy Bird. Looks like, I don't know if Speedy got into him a little bit there off into 1 or if, oh my goodness, let's rewind that a little bit. What a lick.
Yeah, that was definitely a hard hit. It looks like maybe Speedy may have pinched him off a little bit getting off into the corner, and then the 17 just got behind on his steering there and come back up into Speedy's door.
Oh yeah, definitely looks like the 17 might either got loosed or kind of just oh no, going here on board with the 17. Looks like the 17 might have just turned right and had enough. There, Cody. Not sure if that might have been the case as we see Ethan Johnson and Kyler Kepley on pit road.
Oh yeah, that was definitely through the onboard shot. That was definitely probably 100% intentional.
Oh yeah, definitely not sure, 100% sure, but looks like we got the 56 and the 18. Looks like the 56 is not going to come down pit road. What a little bit of playing games there with everybody. Almost had the 18 convinced our Cody to come down pit road. As if you guys don't know, playing pit road games is kind of a Cody Griffin, needless to say, strategy there. Cody Griffin likes to do the same thing as we seen the 56 there, to make everybody think he was coming down pit road and then the last second duck out. Cody, is that a good strategy or is that a not so good strategy?
Well, I think, again, it kind of touches on what I hit on earlier. Strategy's everything. Sometimes it works out good. Sometimes it works out bad. I think a lot of what you're seeing there with faking people on pit road is trying to get some of these guys to trying to fake others out to make them take their tires sooner.
Got you. Cody, I got to ask, iRacing or real life racing, has faking people out going down pit road and not going down pit road, has it ever worked for you?
I've never really done it in real life. I've done it on here numerous times, and it's always seemed to work in my favor, but never had the situation where I had to do it in a late model car in real life yet.
Gotcha. As it looks like we're going to be coming back to the green flag here. Guess race control has deemed that everything looks good, and we're going to go back green flag racing with 22 laps complete. Still a long ways to go as we're back underway here. Your top second, third, and fourth still nose to tail as we're going to see Blake Thronberg to the inside of Adam Baker off into 1 and 2. Thomas Lee right there looking to try to follow him. Oh my goodness, the leaders have wrecked down the backstretch. Jordan Blair going for a spin cycle up off the 2. Not sure if maybe the 50 got into him or if the 18 got into him. Or he got in the back of the 18 and What a drive by Ross Dalton there, Cody, to miss that whole accident. I mean, he was right there with him off into the corner. Let's go on board here with him. I mean, watch. I mean, right in front of him, nowhere to go. Whoop, whoop. What a move by the number 50 machine of Ross Dalton. I mean, textbook. You couldn't ask for no better. Well, while we're under caution here, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back here, we'll have about 25, maybe 30 laps to go here at the USA International Speedway. Remember, make sure you stick around, tune in, hang out. We'll bring you all the coverage when we return here for the Wright's Choice Plumbing at 75 here at the USA International Speedway. Down at 1 and 2, Cody Griffin. Doesn't look like he's got nothing for Josh Parrish. Down the backstretch one more time. Through turns 3 and 4. Your Wright's Choice Plumbing 75. Race winner's going to be Josh Parrish. Coming home second, Cody Griffin.
Hudson Auto Works is conveniently located off of Highway 29, 812 Post Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. Our beautiful 15,000 square feet facility is home to 21 highly trained professionals offering used car sales, collision repair, automotive detailing, and the best customer service you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at www.hudsonautoworks.com or call us at 336-772-0685.
Get your business noticed with quality vinyl vehicle wraps from Roof Sign Service. Roof Sign Service has been providing truck lettering and quality printed vehicle graphics for over 50 years. Now they offer premium digital printing wraps for all types of vehicles. Add a new element of energy to your company's image. Get more mileage out of your business-to-business advertising by wrapping your vehicle into a moving billboard from Roof Sign Service. Roof Sign Service in Greensboro, where you can get wrapped and get noticed.
And we are back here at the USA International Speedway where we, as we turn to go green, Michael and Ross Dalton going to lead them back to the green here. And we are back underway here for the Wright's Choice Plumbing 75. As we see them already beating and banging back here, we didn't even make it across the finish line. Looks like Aaron Stoltz and Alexander Lacasse are involved in this one. Let's go back and see what happens. Down the front stretch, and it looks like Aaron just stuffed the 18 in the wall, and the 18 spun Aaron out. That's what brought out your caution there. Want to give a big shout out to Wright's Choice Plumbing for being tonight's fun race sponsor. For all your plumbing and accessory needs, go check out Wright's Choice Plumbing on Facebook. And if you're interested in joining the league, this is a recruitment race. If you're watching out there and you're interested in joining the league and you want to, join, they race this Wednesday, 150 laps throwback race. But you would have to wait and start next 2 weeks from now on. They race on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Here, I'll actually let Cody Griffin, he is the league owner for Southeast. I'll let him give you the rundown of next season.
So we're going to have a 10-week season coming up, and, ought to be pretty interesting here as they're coming to 1 to green here, Rooster.
Looks like Michael's going to lead them green as we see Thronberg already trying to go to the inside of Adam Baker off into 1. And behind him, we got Ethan Stoltz and the 61 Emmanuel Forget off of 2 down the back straightaway. Side by side, Emmanuel's going to get a little bit of loose, but he's going to save that race car. Back up front, everybody kind of single file as we've got another caution. Looks like Ethan Stoltz. We took our eyes off of him for a second. He spun her around. see what happened here. Looks like Ethan went off into 2 and just, I guess he forgot the 61 was up there and kind of was just along for the ride there. But
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
It looks like maybe Ethan just got a little bit tight there going off into 3 and shoved up into the car above his nose, and they hooked. Yeah. For tracks next season, the league will be going to tracks such as Nashville Fairgrounds, Myrtle Beach, Langley Speedway, Five Flags Speedway, Hickory for a throwback race, South Boston, and Southern National Motorsports Park, along with USA, Lucas Oil, and Martinsville Speedway. It will be the championship race for next season.
I believe all races are 125 laps other than Martinsville. Martinsville will be 200. Kind of a rendition of the Valley Star Credit Union, just without the heat races. So definitely going to be interesting and fun little race there.
For sure. They're coming to the green here, Rooster.
Yes, sir. Looks like we got about 50 laps to go or so. Looks like we've only got about 14 cars left here in the race. As we're down the back straightaway, Ross Dalton all over the back bumper, that number 56. He's going to drive it off in there, give him a little touch off of 2 or 3. Down off into 1 and 2.
And to me, it looks like Ross is getting a little bit lower entry than the leader in the 56 car, but I think Ross is hooking the yellow line with his left side tires and using it to rotate as we see sparks fly out from under the 50 there as the cross member bottoms out onto the racetrack going off into turn 1, and Ross is making a little bit of ground on the 56 car with that line he's using.
Oh yeah, and yeah, great shot there down the backstretch. As you can see how close they are to the backstretch gate. As we'll get a look here, hopefully one more time as they come into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, we talked about early how they had right there, as you see him, you'll see him right up on that white line. You see Ross there almost in the hole of the back gate.
Yeah, as I touched on earlier, just trying to get every bit of the racetrack to get a wide arc into 3 and try to get that car to cut down into the corner as well as possible.
As we see Thomas Lee, Cody, he's got the hard charger 23 of Terry Brooks all over his back bumper. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Yeah, we haven't seen Terry Brooks in the league, at least as far as I know. We haven't seen him race any this season, but he's having a good run tonight, currently in the 6th position, and he looks to be a little bit faster than that 51 Rowdy Energy machine.
Oh yeah, definitely a little bit faster than him, but it looks like the 22 of, I believe that's Joshua Fireball Colbreth. Looks to be a little bit faster than Terry, and here comes, oh, what a move there by Emmanuel. He's going to drive it all the way down to the bottom.
Ooh.
He's going to drive it all the way down to the bottom and get to the back bumper of the 22, but they're going to save it as we got a battle here, Cody, for 5th place between Thomas Lee and Terry Brooks.
Throw a blanket over them, if you would. They are all side by side, right on top of each other, and, man, this is good racing right here. This is what I wanted to see.
Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of side-by-side as the 61 is going to bank off Jordan. The 23, they're going to be 3 wide into turn number 2 as Thomas Lee's going to say, nope, I don't want none of that.
The 61 actually got a little bit loose off turn 2 there. Great driving by all those guys to not wreck there. That was definitely fun to watch. Oh, the 61's going to get hooked hard into the outside retaining wall, upside down, sliding through the grass. That's going to bring a caution out.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go back and take a look there as what a wreck. Up off of turn number 4, looks like Jordan might have just, oh my goodness, what a lick by the 61. Definitely a trip to the infield care center. What do you say there, Cody?
For sure, that was a very hard lick into the outside retaining wall, and man, that was good racing until it wasn't. I have to run down to the race control booth real quick, and I will return, Rooster.
It's 10-4. 34 laps complete here out of 75. Remember, as we told you, as we see our leader finally, looks like half the field. Speedy Bird's going to stay out. Ethan Johnson's going to stay out. Looks like the whole rest of the field, other than them two, are going to come down pit road here and get some fresh tires. And we're going to go see who's going to win the race off pit road here. As it looks like I said, the whole field, but Speedy Bird and Ethan Johnson are not going to come down for pit road for tires. It looks like Aaron Stoltz, fast repair and gets out of there. Let's see if he can win the race off pit road. As it looks like the 56 is going to win the race off pit road. Adam Baker second, Blake Thronberg third, Ross Dalton fourth, Aaron Stoltz goes fourth. Let's see who's going to come fifth. Looks like Thomas Lee is going to get fifth. And then Terry Brooks Jr. is going to come off sixth, along with Kyler Kepley rounding out your seventh. The Joshua Firebolts Colbert rounds out your final car coming off of pit road. Good racing so far. You know, yeah, a lot of cautions, but you know, it's still a really good race. Definitely a big difference when it comes to you know, racing. These guys racing a league race and then, you know, racing for fun race. Kind of got a little bit more give and take when it comes to, you know, how you drive in a for fun race. You know, you still kind of want to drive like you got some sense, but definitely a big difference on how they drive here in a league race.
Yeah, you got to have little bit of a different mindset. You know, I think a lot of guys, we're all competitive, right? Including, I mean, even Rooster. You know, Rooster will hop in a car every once in a while and get on and play with us some. You know, we're all competitive, but at the end of the day, this is a hosted race. This isn't a league race. This is a hosted race. It's all about having fun, right? And you got to keep mindset of that, because if not, you won't be having any fun at all.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, Cody, I know this is off topic, but, you know, as we see him coming to the green flag here, it's kind of like my softball games, because, you know, we haven't won a game all season, but we're a new team. Like, this is our first season as a team together. You know, a lot of these other teams have been together for a while, probably, you know, 3 years, some of them. And, you know, we're just starting out. So, you know, and when we go into these games, you know, we look to have fun, but we also want to be competitive too. And it's kind of the same mindset with a league race and a hosted race. You know, a league race, you want to be competitive, you want to be good because you're racing for points and you're racing for a championship. But when it comes to a hosted race, it's kind of just have fun. You know, go out there, no stress upon you. What happens, happens. You know, kind of just, I would say, you know, throw your gloves on the table and have fun. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same concept, you know, when it comes to my softball games, these league races. You know, and even when I get in there, man, like, you know, I broadcast these races, but I still, I'm still competitive. Even broadcasting, you still got that competitive side because you want to be, you want to work with another broadcast company, but you want to be competitive too, to try to get the competition. So
Absolutely.
a lot of different circumstances.
Man, what a battle for the lead we got going on here. Speedy Bird went way wide. Oh, we got him hooked in the wall here. Ethan Johnson, Thomas Lee, and Speedy Bird all into the wall.
Yeah, as we take a look here, whoa, Speedy Bird with getting really loose up off the corner, and Ethan Johnson got into Thomas, and I'm not sure what happened there with Thomas, Cody. Not sure if Ethan got into his right rear or if, he kind of come up a little bit and, got into the 27. Looks like the 27 might have come down on the 51.
Yeah, I think what happened there is the 27 seen the 16 up high, and, he was trying to get down, and Thomas was down below him, and it's just an accordion type deal there.
Kind of just know where to go, just kind of hold on type deal.
Absolutely.
As we got 38 laps of 75. It looks like we got Brianna Hatcher tuning in. Go, Speedy, go. Looks like we got some Speedy Bird fans in the race fan section. Hope everybody is tuning in. Is enjoying the race. A lot of cautions, but a lot of good racing also on top of it. Like we said earlier, a lot of these cautions, what you say, Cody, have kind of just been racing deals. Nobody really, frustrated with anybody. Nobody really, racing, dumb to say the least. I see a lot of these hosted races, kind of people in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, just unfortunate set of circumstances for some of these guys. I do think we had a few loose apples there when we started the race, but, we're thinning down the field here pretty quick. I think about everybody that's left in here is definitely very capable of having a good race here as we have still quite a few laps left.
Oh, yeah, 40 laps. Let's see, we got 40 laps complete of 75. Looks to be about 36 or 37 laps to go here in this one. So definitely a very interesting one. Cody, I'm going to get your thoughts. First time back in the broadcast booth after a couple years. I know you're doing some race control too. Are you enjoying watching the race from a different perspective than what you normally are?
Yeah, I'm 100% having a good time up here in the broadcast booth. The last times I was in the broadcast booth, I obviously wasn't playing race control or part-time race control as well as broadcasting. I definitely want to get up here more with you and have a little bit of fun and hopefully not have to be wearing the race control hat as well because it's a lot of fun to be up here in the booth with you, man. I'm having a ball.
Oh yeah. We try to make it fun. We try to make it entertaining for the race fans, especially when we got cautions. It's hard. People think announcing is easy, but to me, announcing is probably one of the hardest jobs in the racing, a racing world. Wesley Outland, the voice of the Southeast Late Model Racing Series. He has been doing it for a long time, probably longer than I've been alive. And, so I can only imagine, kind of how he does everything.
Yeah, Wesley's definitely had some good practice as he's done sim racing along with real-life racing, voices at such as Wake County, Caraway Speedway in the past, and other racetracks. Definitely good at what he does as we're coming out of turn 4 here under green flag. Blake Thronberg leading, Ross Dalton second. The 56 car is third. And it's not that I don't want to pronounce his name. I just don't want to butcher it, so forgive me for that. Adam Baker, 13, is in fourth, and Aaron Stoltz is going to round out your top 5 in that 54 machine.
Oh, yeah, definitely don't like butchering people's names too much. But let's check out this battle here with Kyler Kepley, Thomas Lee, and Joshua. I mean, they are duking it out for the 7th place position like they are racing for the lead back here. I mean, crossover after crossover. I mean, they look like you and Ricky Barbary at the league race here a few weeks back. Cody, y'all duking it out, throwing slide job after slide job.
Yeah, I definitely like to throw some crossovers and whatnot, and that's why I like this track. Is we see the 8 car bottom out hard going off into one there. That's why I like this racetrack. You know, there's no wrong groove. You can run the top, you can run the bottom, you can cross people, you can drive it in deep and slide up in front of people. This was a really, really well racetrack, and man, I hate they tore it down. As we got a battle for the lead up here between Blake Thornburg and Ross Dalton, as Ross is going to take the lead.
Oh, yes, we see the 56 coming to the inside of the 22 as well. Down off into the turn number 3 and 4. The 56 is there. He's going to door bang the 22 off the corner down the front straightaway. The 56, like I said, we're trying not to butcher his name too much as he's going to clear 22, but the 22 is going to try to cross him up off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, Cody.
Great drive off turn number 2 by Blake Thornburg and that number 22 machine as they dive down into 3. Blake got a little tight there because of the shallow entry, caused him to shove the nose, and he lost a little bit of ground. But now the 56 is running down the Ross Dalton machine.
Oh, yeah, that 56 looks strong. Looking at the last lap speeds compared to Rawson and the 56, looks like the 56 is to be a little bit faster, not by much, but looks like his last laps were faster than Ross Dalton's as we come here for 46 laps complete to 75.
Yeah, and as I'm looking here, it seems like for the most part, all our drivers left in this race are from North Carolina or the Carolinas, whether it's north or south, I should say, except for the driver of that 56 machine. He's actually from Canada, which makes sense why his name's a little bit hard for us Southern boys, I should say, to pronounce. But, man, he's having a great drive tonight.
Oh, yeah, As we got some race fans rooting for the number 34 machine, but I think it's a 22 of Joshua Fireball. It's Cold Breath, I believe, as he's back here battling with Thomas for the 8th position, as Thomas is trying to get around Kyler Kepley. Fireball had a good run. We've seen him up front a little bit, and then he fell back after taking some tires off of pit road. It looked like he had a bad pit stop. But other than that, looking fairly clean, fairly good here as he's battling with Thomas down the back straightaway off into 3, Cody.
Yeah, and I normally don't like a green race car, but I will say that Joshua Fireball machine is quite a nice-looking race car. On the hood, it says, "When we arrive, no pests survive." So not sure if that's a pest control deal he's got there or just one of his favorite slogans, but definitely a good-looking race car that has 45 designs on the quarter panels, I believe.
Oh, yeah, definitely, a good-looking machine. And like you said, I don't think anybody is a fan of a green race car. I personally don't like a green race car. I know a lot of people don't like a green race car. Cody, they say green is a bad color in racing. Like, it's just you're destined to get your car tore up when you have a green on your race car.
I'll put it this way, just a little off-topic, funny discussion here. First time my girlfriend now that I've been with for 3 years now, love her to death. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. But first time she ever showed up to watch me race at the racetrack, she had on a green hoodie. Needless to say, I asked her if she had anything else in her car to change into. She said, "Well, yeah, I do." I said, "Good, go change."
Oh, yeah, definitely. We had a guy... another off-topic subject here. We had 24 laps to go here. Had a guy with a mini stock truck, and he wrapped it all green, and you couldn't outrun that truck. I mean, it was crazy. And it looks like Debbie. I'm not sure if this is his mom. I'm not sure who this is, but she says he designed himself. Those are his Bandolero sponsors, Masters Exterminators out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you guys for watching down there from Fayetteville, and good run by Fireball, man. I hope he keeps it up. Maybe we can get him in the league for season 2. We'd love to have him. Oh
yeah, definitely a good little drive there. As we see Terry Brooks trying to work on Aaron Stoltz and Thomas Lee as he goes around Kyler Kepley. Here comes Fireball with him there, Cody, off of turn number 2. As Fireball's going to get a little loose with the 8 car.
Yep. Oh, I thought the 8 was going to shut the door on the 22, but he thought better of it. Left him a lane to race. Smart racing there as Kyler Kepley's going to duck in under or behind the 22 machine and see if they can run back down Thomas Lee. Oh, contact.
Oh, yeah, looks like the 54 of Aaron Stoltz hard into the outside wall, but he's going to save it. We're going to stay green. Here comes Fireball to the inside. I want to call him Fireball Robert so bad, but I know it's not his last name. as he comes to the inside of the 51 of Thomas Lee for the 6th position. Kind of laid back near the back, Cody. Just now slowly making his way up to the top 5. As he makes a move here on Thomas Lee off of 2. They're going to all 3 get loose as Kyler Kepley's trying to help him get by Thomas off into 3.
Kyler Kepley pushing that 8 machine for everything it's worth right now as Thomas Lee is still ripping the top as we see the 22 car have a little bit of connection trouble there and blinks back into the virtual world. Down into turn 1 they go. The 22 still got a nose on the 51 machine. I think he's going to clear him off 2 here.
Oh, yeah, Thomas definitely not giving up. As you talked about earlier, you can make the outside work, and Thomas showing you here, Cody, that you can definitely make it. As the Kyler Kepley get him. Kyler Kepley is going to spin the number 51 up off of 3 in the center of the corner. Not sure if he just got in there a little bit too hot or what happened there. As we're going to go back and take a look.
That was great racing. Hate the caution come out, but man, that was fun to watch.
Oh yeah. As it looks like the 8 car just drove in there a little too hot and got in the back of the 51. Thomas probably not going to be too happy there after that one, Cody.
They're actually in race chat talking, and they seem to be all good, which, like we were talking about earlier, it's a hosted race. Have fun. So all good there, and glad to see good sportsmanship.
Oh yeah. You definitely got to have good sportsmanship, or it's kind of no point in racing because things like that happen, and if you ain't got good sportsmanship, there's no reason to be racing because people beat and bang and rubbing's racing in my book. As we see Russ Dalton pulling a Kyle Busch again here, pushing the pace car down the front stretch. We're going to take a moment and we're going to go side by side for the give a shout out to our sponsors here. So when we come back here, we'll have 17, almost 16 laps to go. Don't you go nowhere because when we return, it's going to get good as we're going to rack them up, dack them up, and we're going to duke it out for 17 more laps. Don't go nowhere. We'll be back here momentarily. Cody Griffin, doesn't look like he's got nothing for Josh Parrish. Down the backstretch one more time. Through turns 3 and 4. Your Wright's choice. Woman 75. Race winner's going to be Josh Parrish. Coming home second, Cody Griffin.
Hudson Auto Works is conveniently located off of Highway 29, 812 Post Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. Our beautiful 15,000 square feet facility is home to 21 highly trained professionals offering used car sales, collision repair, automotive detailing, and the best customer service you won't find anywhere else. Visit us at www.hudsonautoworks.com or call us at 336-772-0685.
Get your business noticed with quality vinyl vehicle wraps from Roof Sign Service. Roof Sign Service has been providing truck lettering and quality printed vehicle graphics for over 50 years. Now they offer premium digital printing wraps for all types of vehicles. Add a new element of energy to your company's image. Get more mileage out of your business-to-business advertising by wrapping your vehicle into a moving billboard from Roof Sign Service. Roof Sign Service in Greensboro, where you can get wrapped and get noticed.
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. As we're about to go green here with 17 laps complete. Ross Dalton and the 56 are going to lead them here to the green flag as this is looks to be our first double file restart in a while there, Cody. Race control looks like, oh my goodness, we already got them wrecking off the 4 before we ever take the green flag.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting there as they're going to stay green here and try to keep it going.
As we got a good battle here for the lead, Cody. The 56 on the outside making it work as Ross is going to try to get him as he looked like he might have wanted to pinch Ross off in the corner, and Ross kind of shut the door on that and moved him up top as here comes Blake Thronberg to the inside of the 56 as well off into turn number 1 and 2.
Yeah, they definitely need to get single file here and get it figured out because if Blake catches him, it's on. He is super fast, really got a lot of speed on these short runs.
Oh, yeah, definitely. As we see, oh my goodness, there they go. Wow. let's go back and take a look what happened right there. Looks like Blake Thronberg might have got a little tight there. What do you say, Cody?
Yeah, I think he. It's hard to say. It kind of looks like maybe he got tight, but I can't tell if he got tight or if the 56 just come down on him and got him in the right rear. Again, you make contact with these things, and the bumper hook is just awful in these cars.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's real life. It's kind of the same way. You kind of you make contact and you're going around, and it's kind of the same concept here. Except you just don't have no give and take here. Like you have to know how to hit somebody. You don't have to know how far you can push somebody of hitting them before they they can't take any more. I mean, it's a lot of concept, especially with these cars on iRacing, of how much you can do with them.
Yeah, for sure. It to me, it looked like the 56 just did not give him any room down there. After looking at the replay a little bit more, you got to side draft or pinch them down. Don't get me wrong, but you still got to give them a lane to race.
Oh yeah, you definitely can't put them on the apron. To me that's not part of the game. It's one thing to pinch somebody, but trying to put them on the apron and not give them no room is a different story. It's hard to say. As we see them doubling up here, what really happened. Because like we always say, Cody, we're up here in the broadcast booth. They're down there in the race car. So.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Some of this good racing, man, I ain't gonna lie, it's making me want to be out there, but I'm having fun up here.
Oh yeah, we're definitely enjoying you up here with us as well, as we see Ross and Adam Baker going to lead them to the Wright's Choice Plumbing restart zone here at the USA International Speedway. 16 laps to go, 15 going to be coming to 15 to go here. You got to begin to wonder, does anybody have anything for Ross? It looks like the 56 car is done for the day. Do you think Blake's got enough time to come back to the front?
Yeah, I definitely think he does. He's got the speed to. I tell you another one to watch out for. Thomas Lee in that 51 Rowdy Energy Machine. Thomas ain't no slouch by any means. He's definitely, he don't race a whole lot, but he's still got a lot of drive left in him, and he could beat Ross Dalton. He's got what it takes. So be interesting to see how it folds out here.
Oh yeah, definitely don't count out Joshua Fireball. I mean, we were just talking about him in the back, and now he's up to fourth. He's kind of just laying and waiting as we see Terry Brooks go into the inside of Aaron Stoltz, and Blake Thronberg is going to get into Kyler Kepley there a little bit. They're going to save it, though, as we see Terry Brooks and Aaron Stoltz battling it out here for the fifth position, and looks like they're going to single file out there as Blake Thronberg looks to come to the inside of Aaron Stoltz as well, Cody, down the front stretch.
Yeah, that was a huge save by Kyler Kepley in that 8 machine. That was a really good save. Class A driving by everybody involved to keep it green. And Blake Thronberg, he's going to get into the 54 there. They're going to save it again. Another great save, man. These guys they're going hard at it.
Oh, yes, it looks like the Aaron Stoltz is going to get the wall there. Kyler Kepley is going to go to the inside. And Kyler Kepley all the way on the apron. Whoa, he's going to save that race car. But out front, the man out front, the number 50 machine, and I believe, Cody, that is his throwback race for the throwback scheme for tomorrow night, correct?
I'm not sure. Possibly. I'm not sure. I do believe it might be, but I'm not 100% certain.
I know Ross was talking about the last night that he was throwing back to his very first ever race car paint scheme back in 2008, I believe it was, when he first went to a big car. So, be in store. If you want to catch that race, it'll be live tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, as we got 10 laps to go. Right here on the Southeast Racing Series YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button if you like the videos. Make sure you hit that sub button and turn the bell on for all the notifications when we go live to catch all the action here on the Southeast Racing Series YouTube channel. Coming to 9 laps to go here. 9 laps to go. Ross Dalton starting to open up on Adam Baker a little bit by about a second. Thomas Lee third, Joshua Fireball fourth, and Terry Brooks Jr. your top 5.
Yeah, Blake Thronberg sitting back there in the 6th position. I've got to start thinking he's going to have a caution. I think Ross Dalton is too far gone for him to catch. He's probably going to need a caution. Really, quite frankly, all of them are spread out pretty good. Ross is checked out quite a bit. Adam Baker in 2nd and Thomas Lee in 3rd. If Ross has one big wiggle, I think Thomas or Adam could catch him, but anybody outside of the top three is probably going to need a caution.
Oh yeah, definitely going to need a caution as we see Blake Thronberg going to the inside of the number 23 of Terrier Brooks Jr. That is for the 5th position with 7 to go. At this point, Cody, I feel like if we don't have a caution, Blake's got to pretty much pass one car every lap from here to the end.
Yeah, and I mean, would it be awesome? Yes. Is it realistic? Probably not. I mean, the next car ahead of him is Joshua Fireball, and I mean he's a good, probably I'd say 5 car lengths ahead of him. It's just too much ground to make up in too short a time. But anything's possible. This race is not over. They could get a caution, and Ross still continuing to stretch his lead out. I don't think he's looking in the mirror by any means. I think he's digging as hard as that 50 machine will go.
Oh yeah. He's looking at the leaderboard and saying 5 to go. Let's go. Let's see what this car's got. As Adam Baker sits back there in second, as Ross has opened up almost a second and a half gap on him. Thomas Lee sits third. He's got about a 40-second gap on Adam, and then Joshua Fireball in fourth, and Blake Thronberg. Cody, he's closing that gap, but like you said, I still think it's still kind of out of time here for the number 22 machine.
Yeah, and I'm looking around the racetrack, and I don't see anybody racing to the point to where, they're probably going to get a caution. Again, anything's possible, but I think this thing is going to probably expire on this run, and, Ross is going to come out smelling like a rose up there. He has got no pressure out back.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, next time by, I'll be white flag. We make it around one more time, Cody, to the white flag. The race is official. No more cautions. So right now, Blake is praying that, a caution comes out between the turn 2 and the front stretch. As he's trying to work on Fireball here, down in the 3 and 4. Just great driving in the corner. Wow, look at the drivers. We got the white flag here as Thronberg's going to try to go to the bottom. Fireball's going to try to throw a block on him there, Cody. Not sure what that was, as he's going to go down the back straightaway off of 2. Blake Thronberg still right there battling. But, Cody, take him through 3 and 4.
Out of turn 4 is Thomas Lee and the 22 are battling hard, but it doesn't matter. Ross Dalton in the Hudson Auto Works 50 machine is going to be your race winner. Man, what a drive by the driver of the 50 machine. Started third. Had to go to the back a few times, got caught up in a little bit of trouble. And, man, he comes out with a win tonight. And, man, good run by him. Happy to see a guy I know, especially a Southeast driver, win the race. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely started, I believe he started third or fourth, and second, third, or fourth, somewhere along in there. And coming home with the win, as he's going to sit here and burn it down on the front stretch. Top 5 Southeast, Cody. We were talking about how nobody was even in the top 3 or up front, and Southeast sweeps the top 5.
Yeah, man. I'm really impressed with Thomas Lee there in P3 too. His first race back, at least on a broadcasted platform, since he's been retired for quite some time as far as sim racing. His first race back, and man, he comes back with a podium finish. Good run by him. Oh yeah, definitely
a big thing for him to come up there. Is we're gonna try to get Adam Baker up here and get a post race interview with him, and I don't know if you can get Ross and Tommy up here. We'll get an interview with them as well. Let's see if we can get Tommy up here. We'll get Tommy. I got Adam. We'll get Ross. There we go. And we got our top 3 up here. We're going to get post-race interviews real fast, starting with Thomas Lee. Tommy, what a fantastic race coming into tonight. Started deep in the field. Probably not where you wanted to finish. Third place, 2 spots up on Ross Dalton. Do you think you had anything there towards the end of the race for Ross or even Adam Baker?
Shit, no, dude. I was driving for my life just to finish the damn race. Now I got caught up in a couple an early incident and had to burn a reset and got stuck back in the bullshit. People just can't drive, not giving anybody any room, driving over their head. Um, but once we finally got the field whittled down and got the trash out of it, then was able to race and actually get some laps in, some green laps in. But I was out of resets then. I bounced it off the wall a couple times on that next to last run. So I was pretty much just kind of holding on for what I had.
Oh yeah. Sorry for the foul language there, race fans. But a very very interesting race to say the least. Having to fight your way to bring it home third. Anybody you want to thank, friends, family, sponsor wise?
Like I said, just want to thank the guys at Southeast. You got Ross and Jordan and Speedy and Cody putting the league stuff on. You doing the broadcast. Everything looked good tonight. I had it on one of my other monitors. Big congratulations to Ross for the win, sticking it out through all of it, and look to do it again soon.
All righty, well, coming home third tonight out of Cody. Can you say it for me?
Catawba, North Carolina.
It's the driver of the number 51, Mr. Thomas Lee. Congratulations. All righty, Cody, I'll let you do Adam.
All right, Adam Baker going to bring it home in second position tonight. Pretty good run for you. You want to explain to the race fans how that race was, how you got the second place finish, how it was starting out versus, how it was toward the end of the race. Did the on-track, product, you could call it, change any how you were racing people, or were you going as hard as you could from the start of the race?
I was trying to keep it clean for about the first 25 to 30 laps, but just getting caught in some mess early on just made me burn up my first set of tires. So coming to the end there, I just really had nothing for Ross. He was just pulling me every single straightaway. I had absolutely nothing for him. It felt like the track was coming around more where you could get on it, but it just sliding all over the place.
And when you say sliding all over the place, explain to the fans at home, were you four-wheel slide? Were you tight sliding the fronts or loose sliding the rears? Exactly what do you mean by that?
Early in the race, it was probably about loose sliding the rears, but once it got later on in the race on the older tires, you just start shoving through the center with the front tires, and it's just harder and harder to keep it on the bottom. So as the long run kept going on, Ross was able to hold it down and pull off from us.
So, all right. Well, that's Adam Baker finishing second. Adam, do you got any sponsors, friends, family you want to thank? Anything like that?
As Thomas said, I just like to thank y'all for putting this on. Rooster for hosting it, or Rooster for broadcasting it. Cody for hosting it. My girlfriend, she always watches the stream. She loves them, and it's just a good time.
There it is, race fans. Adam Baker with a strong second place finish tonight. Thanks for talking to us, Adam.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was good the whole time. I conserved enough tire there to the halfway to have enough tire to race. Come down early, got fuel to make it the distance. That way I didn't have to have a long stop there when I come to get tires. And come down, took my tires, and fought my way back up through the field there. Rode out some of those cautions and was able to take over the lead and control the race from the rest there on. Had a really good race car. Was able to drive away pretty big right there at the end. I laid it out on the line with about 10 to go just to see how big of a gap I could get. So anytime you drive away from these guys about 2.5 seconds, it's pretty good. Wish Cody would have been in there, so maybe I could have drove away from him too. So all in all, man, a great race. Can't thank these guys enough, man, for putting on these races and you broadcasting them and group of guys that we have to race with.
All right, Cody.
I got two questions, I guess you could say. One, man, I've went with you in real life, helped you at the racetrack, and then raced with you quite a bit on here. Do you ever get tired of winning? Would be the question one. I think I already know the answer to that question, but I mean, really, you're talented no matter what you're in, whether it's virtual, real life. I think you've had success in about anything you've ever drove. So, and then my second question was, how do you go in? How does your mindset go from a league race versus a hosted race? Do you go into the hosted races with, yeah, I'm gonna be competitive, but I'm just here to have fun, or do you go into the hosted races with the same mentality as a league race of, hey, look, I'm coming to win. I don't care about second. It is what it is. I'm gonna be just as serious about this hosted race as this league race.
I think I can answer both of those questions with one answer. I look at every race as a chance to win. It don't matter if it's a foot race, which obviously I'm not going to win many of them, but I look at every race as a chance to win. I mean, I'm very competitive, so I'm going to put the effort in whatever it takes to win, no matter what it is. I mean, we could be racing tricycles around the race car in the race shop, and I'm going to be competitive. So, it don't matter if it's a league race, hosted race, official race. It don't matter what it is. If I'm going to join it, I'm going to make the efforts to win it. And so to answer the other question, no, I don't ever get tired of winning. If I'm in the race, like I said, that's the goal is to win it. So I'm not going to lay down until I either win it or no, at the end of the deal, I give it my all to make an effort to win it.
Alrighty, well, anybody you want to thank, friends, family, sponsor-wise, Ross?
Yeah, man, gotta give a huge shout out to Zeem Setup Shop for all my open setup stuff. Thank you to them for bringing me on board as a team driver. Real life stuff, I gotta thank Hudson Auto Works, Pitwall Podcast, Copeman Farms, NPM Marketing, J. Nautotech, Carolina Laser Cut, and Tommy Watson Construction. PRW Race Cars gives awesome chassis, Westpage shocks, and everybody has a hand in making this thing go around in real world to virtual world, and it's all part of life, man. We dig for it all.
Alrighty, well, it looks like we got a race fan in chat saying his name's Aaron Stoltz. He says, Ross, foot race me so I can finally beat you.
He don't want no smoke.
And he said you need to hang the steering wheel on the wall.
It's hanging. I've got one right here. Got multiple wins hanging right over the rig.
Alrighty, well, out of Liberty, North Carolina, driving the number 50. Ross, is this your throwback scheme that the guys got to watch on the...
That is Boo Dalton's first ever late model stock car from 2009.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is his throwback scheme for tomorrow night. Well, that's going to do it here. We're going to throw up your results real fast. Give you a rundown of how everybody finished just as soon as they pop up. Winning the race, Ross Dalton coming home second, Adam Baker, Thomas Lee third, Blake Thronberg fourth, Kyler Kepley fifth, Terry Brooks Jr. sixth, Joshua Colbreth seventh, Ethan Johnson eighth, Aaron Stoltz ninth. The 56 car 10th, Austin Bird 11th, Emmanuel Forget 12th, Jordan Blair 13th, Ethan Stoltz 14th, Wayne Anderson 15th, Alexander Lacasse 16th, Billy Cassidy 17th, Mason Cassidy 18th. There, Cody Griffin, take them on from 19th on back.
All right, Brian Sykes Jr. will be 19th. Ed Gubick is going to round out your top 20 finishers. Levi Ganup in 21st. Riley Neal going to come home 22nd after a tough night. Carson Sherman 23rd. Jesse Sugden 24th. Brandon Kiger 25th.
Julie Ramendo's 26th, Chris Sawyer 27th, and Andrew Sanford rounds out the top 28. Philip Wilkins comes on 29th, Jamie Akers 30th, Ryan McKinney 31st, David Webb 32nd, Cody Wilson 33rd, Justin Go Laxton 34th, Anthony Rennick 35th, Dylan Williams 36th, Cole Baxter 37th, Wesley Whitfield rounds out 38th, Jacob Cannon 39th, Jesse Thomas 40th, and Doug Turner rounds out your top 41 starting cars. Well, Cody Griffin, what turned out to be a start of the race, a caution fest, led to a amazing race there at the end. Craziest race, hosted race that we've had. 41 cars showed up, 25 started the race. Great race and all in all, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely would. It started out a little rough, but that's just part of it. Sometimes you got to deal with the bad to get the good. And man, that was some really good racing there toward the end of the race. And I had a blast up here. Hopefully, can come up here and do it again with you sometime soon. And even if it's not a Southeast race, man, I had a ball.
Oh yeah. I want to give a big shout out to Wright, our race sponsor for the Wright's Choice 75, Wright's Choice Plumbing. You're in the market, you got a toilet stopped up because you let Cody Griffin come over there and use it. Make sure you give Wright's Choice Plumbing a call, as he sponsors Cody Griffin in real life and on virtually, and he also sponsors some of the races. Make sure you check him out at Wright's Choice Plumbing on Facebook. From all of us over here, Cody Griffin and Rooster, hope to see you tomorrow night for 150 laps for the Hickory Throwback Race at Hickory Motor Speedway for the Southeast Racing Series, live on the YouTube channel. For all of us over here at Roosters Broadcasting from USA International Speedway, we will see y'all tomorrow night.